Hi guys, it's Morgan and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about part 1 of season 5 of Fuller House. Now if you haven't seen part 1 of season 5 of Fuller House, there will be spoilers in this review, so stop watching if you don't want to be spoiled. With that said, here's my review of part 1 of season 5 of Fuller House. I understand that Stephanie and Jimmy hired a doula so they could have help taking care of their baby, but I didn't like that because of the doula, Stephanie and Jimmy weren't able to spend any time with their baby. And I also thought the doula was really rude since she kept shushing everyone, even if they didn't say anything, or even if they weren't in the same room as her. It was pretty nostalgic when Jackson, Max, and Ramona were looking through the attic and found things that were from the show Full House. And I also thought it was funny when Max said that they have 8 years of home movies, and it was almost like a TV show. I was waiting to see what Stephanie and Jimmy were going to name their daughter, so I thought it was really sweet when they said that her name was going to be Danielle, aka Danny, after Stephanie's father, and that her middle name was going to be Joe, after DJ. And I thought that was a great name. It honors 2 important people in Stephanie's life. It was pretty funny seeing how flattered Fernando was when he met his fan Ethan, and how that changed when he saw how Ethan was looking at Ramona. But Fernando's reaction was an understandable dad reaction if a boy flirted with their daughter, and I did think that Ramona and Ethan were cute together. I know that DJ wasn't excited when she found out that Steve enrolled them in a cooking class for their date, but I thought it was really cute seeing them cook together. And it was also pretty funny seeing how competitive DJ was with the other couple. And even though they didn't win, it was pretty clear they still had fun. Right when Uncle Monty told Steve, Jimmy, and Fernando that he was closing his restaurant, I knew that Jimmy and Fernando were going to take over. And it makes sense why they did it, since Fernando won't be complaining about being retired anymore, and Jimmy won't have to spend time away from Stephanie and Danny because of his work. The bad thing is they don't know anything about running a business, and they really should have talked to Stephanie and Kimmy before making their decision. But it worked out. I love Jackson and Rocky together, and I also thought that when they were holding hands at the hospital at the end of last season, it meant that they were back together. So I didn't like it when Rocky told Jackson that they were still broken up. But that scene was also pretty funny, since Jackson played it off by saying he wanted to make sure that Rocky didn't think they were back together. And I loved how they ended up getting back together. It was good that DJ wanted to learn how to play the video game that Jackson plays so that she could bond with him. What wasn't good is that when Jackson joined her game, she pretended to be a teenage boy. And it was obvious that Jackson was going to be upset when he found out, and he was. But I liked how, after DJ explained to him why she did it, he told her that they had a tournament to win. I understood why Ramona was worried about Ethan joining family game night, but it was also pretty funny seeing Kimmy and Fernando playing the games, fighting, and then making up. And when Ramona flipped out and walked out of the house, I thought she was going to come back and apologize, so I thought it was really sweet when Ethan went after her and they went on their date. Even though Kimmy and Stephanie thought that Steve's birthday gift to DJ was going to be a proposal, it was obvious that it wasn't. But her gift of Jackson, Max, Ramona, Tommy, and Cosmo performing New Kids on the Block was really sweet. And I also thought it was really cute that Steve named a star after him and DJ. I was curious to find out how Ethan and Rocky knew each other, and based on the way they acted when they saw each other, I thought it was because they used to date, so I was really surprised when it was revealed that they knew each other because they used to play Dungeons and Dragons together and didn't want anyone to know. And now I'm really curious to find out how Max found out they played Dungeons and Dragons. I do want Kimmy and Fernando to get married, but I really loved how DJ helping Fernando propose to Kimmy with the flash mob was actually Steve proposing to DJ, and Fernando was just distracting her so she wouldn't find out. I also loved how everyone was involved in the flash mob, including Danny, Jesse, and Joey. And now it should be interesting since DJ, Stephanie, and Kimmy have decided to have a triple wedding. Thanks for watching, guys. If you saw part 1 of season 5 of Fuller House, let me know what you thought about it in the comments. And if you want to see my reviews for the other Fuller House seasons, check out the playlist. And if you want to see any of my future videos, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.